Good morning, Mount Carmel area, and welcome
for the fun fair on April 13th must contact Miss Michaels or Miss Worley as soon as possible. All of Miss Steyer's band lessons are canceled for next week. All of Miss Roscoe's lessons are still on. Any girl in grades 8 through 11 interested in playing varsity soccer in the fall should sign up in the athletic office. Student Council will host a themed dress down Spirit Week next week. The schedule and themes have been posted. Any girls in grades 7 through 11 interested in playing volleyball can pick up a permission form in the athletic office. 2 timekeepers and a total of 5 student workers are needed for the home track meet. If interested, contact Coach Ditchy or the athletic office. The Pennsylvania Association of Medical Suppliers annual scholarship worth $1,000 is awarded to an outstanding student who has overcome a physical challenge with the help of home medical equipment. Tomorrow is the deadline to apply. Stop in the guidance office. And here's today's news.
Dr. Pants and Lambeau are back in the States. Mackenzie Witt got the chance to sit down with them and talk about the KupoCon event they attended in London, Mind the Palm.
And Mr. Swank, otherwise known as Lambeau and Dr. Pants on their joint YouTube channel, Nerdstradamus, traveled across the pond all the way to London to make a special appearance in the international KupoCon event, Mind the Palm. Now, for those that missed out on the previous interview we did with them, here's a little fill-in. Mr. Lombardo and Mr. Swank currently run KupoCast, which features monthly podcasts that cover current events happening in the fan-made Final Fantasy organization of KupoCon. Now, we're glad to have you back in the States. Good to know that you both made it back safe and sound and in one piece. Now, your trip was only like a weekend long, but I'm pretty sure it was action-packed. What happened at Mind the Palm?
It was pretty much a facsimile representation of what we did in Newark, New Jersey, a month ago, and it went off like without a hitch. It was pretty amazing. We met people from all over the world, people from Australia, people from Spain, from Germany, from France were there. Even a couple of other people came from the United States, and we got a little bit of a chance to see London as a city as well, but not too much time, obviously. It was pretty easy to get around. It was a lot of fun.
Now, speaking of Mind the Palm, did a lot of people come up to you asking for autographs if they recognized you?
So, yes, at the event, we had a lot of people come up and say, can we have your picture? Can we have your autograph? We got to meet a lot of people and introduce ourselves. But the best story was the night before we were out to dinner. And while we're at this restaurant, we're standing there off to the side, and this guy walks up and just says, "Are you two Nerdstradamus?"
He said it with a British accent, though.
Yeah, I'm not doing the British accent. But we were at just some random restaurant in London, and this guy came up and said, "Are you Nerdstradamus?" And it's like, yeah. So, nice. But yeah, a couple of people at the event like recognized us, wanted the autographs, wanted the pictures, and then outside of it even. So it was a lot of fun. It was nice to get recognized.
That's awesome. So, as you said, you didn't really have that much time to see London, but what did you go to see when you had the little downtime?
The first place I wanted to go to Abbey Road. I wanted to cross the road like the Beatles did. I went to Abbey Road Studios. We went to Buckingham Palace. We saw Big Ben. Nice. We went in front of, they had the red telephone booths kind of all set up. And we rode the tube a bunch. You know, I guess that's what they call it over there, the tube. The tube.
We also hit the 9 3/4 platform for any Harry Potter fans. And while we were at Abbey Road, we got to sign the wall. So the wall outside Abbey Road Studio says Nerdstradamus 2017.
What was probably the most difficult thing you had to adapt to in your brief time that you were in London?
I think it's the sarcasm. There's sarcasm built into absolutely everything. I got money out of an ATM the moment we got there, and after I hit how much money I wanted, it said, "Please wait while we deal with your transaction." And I was like, that's very British.
So the hardest thing for me to deal with was the weekend before we left, we had daylight savings time here. Yeah. As it turns out, they don't do their daylight savings time till a week after we do, so I had to live through that twice. I lost an hour 2 weeks in a row, and I was very upset between the jet lag and that. Otherwise, it wasn't so bad.
Yeah, it was an
As-
easy adaptation. Yeah.
That's good. As someone who appreciates sleep a lot, I can feel your pain. Now, before we sign off, do you have any hints as to what's coming next? Like, have you had anything planned?
We can, I guess, say everything that's been sort of formally announced. We're heading to Ontario in December. I can't say maybe the,
I don't know when.
We're heading back to the UK sometime in 2018, and we're heading to the West Coast sometime later next year. Those are all the things that have been announced. So.
And that's all for KupoCon right now. We're starting season 2 of KupoCast very, very shortly. And for our regular show, well, once the summer hits, we have all kinds of plans for different stuff. So if anybody wants to check out our videos, it's Nerdstradamus.
Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you. Before we go, please make sure you subscribe to their YouTube channel, Nerdstradamus. They've got probably a lot of really cool stuff in store. You're not gonna regret it.
You can subscribe to their YouTube channel, Nerdstradamus, now to catch up with their most recent uploads, or to watch all of their podcasts on KupoCon's website at www.kupocon.com/KupoCast. Students have been working hard at PSSAs, and Keystone exams start in a few weeks. To get in the spirit of testing, Student Council is sponsoring a Spirit Week next week. Monday is Mismatch Day, where students are encouraged to wear any mismatched items such as plaids, stripes, or different socks, just to make sure it's mix-matched. Tuesday is Tie-Dye Day, where you wear your favorite tie-dye shirt or anything tie-dye. Wednesday is Favorite Band or Favorite Sports Teams Day. Whether you like rock, pop, Penn State, or the Eagles, this is the day to express your musical or sports interests. Finally, Thursday is Funky Tourist Day. You might want to wear a Hawaiian shirt, some sandals, and a fanny pack. However, no sunglasses or hats are allowed. It is $1 each day to participate and support Student Council and the PSSA snacks. Students who participate should remember there are no leggings, excessive skin showing, offensive t-shirts, or pajamas allowed. Be sure to participate in this wacky week and help support Student Council. Creative works of art from area high school students will be on display at the Northumberland County Council for the Arts Region Scholastic Fine Art Showcase. This art show will feature more than 40 original pieces of student art from Mount Carmel, Our Lady of Lourdes, and Shamokin area high schools. At least 20 pieces from Mount Carmel area students will be included. A variety of mediums will be featured such as dry media, pencil or charcoal drawings, watercolors, acrylic photography, and mixed media. Those interested in viewing the showcase can visit Monday through Friday during regular gallery hours from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The show starts today and lasts until May 12th. The Northumberland County Council for the Arts is located at 8th and Ark Streets in Shamokin. An opening reception and awards ceremony will take place on Friday, April 21st from 6 to 8 p.m., and the reception is free and open to the public with light refreshments being served. Don't miss this opportunity to see some amazing artwork created by local high school students. For more information, contact Gallery Director Lisa Necht at 570-847-0033. Today's vocab word of the day is devote. The band room will be devoid of noise when the band leaves for their Florida trip. Stay tuned to find out what devote means. And we'll be right back with Zach and sports.
Wednesday night, the varsity baseball team played their first home game of the season against Warrior Run. Starting off, ace pitcher Thomas Schultz shut down Warrior Run through a wide stretch most of the game. MCA entered the first 3 innings with plenty of energy, scoring run in the first and second and opened up with third, with 4 more staying in the lead 6-0. The game looked to favor the Tornadoes, but in the 4th inning, Warrior Run scored 2 runs, putting the score at 6-2. The next 3 innings were a gridlock with no runs reaching home plate, but MCA was still ahead and looking to take the win. When the top of the 7th inning came around, Warrior Run scored 3 unanswered runs, tying the game at 6. The Tornadoes couldn't find a run in the bottom of the inning, forcing the game to go into extra innings. Warrior Run mirrored the 4-run inning they had in the 7th, doing the same in the 8th, taking the lead 10-6. Mount Carmel had one more chance to bat at an attempt to win, but the Tornadoes fell to Warrior Run in a tough 10-6 loss. The Tornadoes play next Monday against Bloomsburg at home. On the upside, the JV baseball team opened up their first game of the season at South Williamsport. They began the game with authority, scoring 1 run in the first and getting the bats cracking early. The 3rd inning found 2 more runs, getting a 3-0 lead entering the bottom of the 3rd. Warrior Run made things interesting by scoring 2 runs of their own, putting the score at 3-2, MCA on top. Up to the 7th inning, the Tornadoes scored 4 more runs, still ahead 7-2. South Williamsport rallied in the 7th with 2 runs, but it wasn't enough, with Mount Carmel taking the win 7-4. The JV team plays a doubleheader Saturday, first playing Central Columbia at 10 a.m. and Bloomsburg at 1. Good luck, Tornadoes. The newly formed Mount Carmel Area Baseball Line Drive Club will meet Saturday, April 8th at 6:30 p.m. in the back room at Matucci's Willow Street Cafe. The guest speaker is John Andrade, who will be also honored. All baseball coaches and players will be in attendance. The public is invited. Admission is free, however, attendees must pay for their own meal. Mount Carmel area baseball fans are encouraged to attend. There are no sports tonight, but Saturday sports action. JV baseball has a doubleheader playing Central Columbia at 10 and then Bloomsburg at 1. The junior high softball team, co-opted with Our Lady of Lourdes, will host Minersville at 11 a.m. at the Mount Carmel area softball field. And the track and field team will compete at Susquehanna University. And now it's back to Nick at the news desk.
Thanks, Zach. After months of fundraising, members of the MCA Big Red Marching Band are packing their bags and heading to Florida. Under the direction of band director Mr. Bernard Steller, they have been working countless hours to prepare for this performance. The band will leave Saturday, April 8th and return Friday, April 14th. While there, they'll parade down Main Street, USA at Disney World and perform the march's flyer and military escort that people from all over the world visiting the park will get to hear. In addition to participating in the Disney's Festival of the Fantasy Parade, the band will have plenty of time to soak up the sun and explore the various parks in the Walt Disney World Resort. Even though the band members will be out for a few days, there'll be plenty of new and exciting things for the students to learn in the Epcot Center. Good luck to Mr. Steller and the MCA band as they represent Mount Carmel area in Florida. Today's vocab word of the day is devoid. Devoid is an adjective from Middle English. It means to be without usual, typical, or expected attribute or accompaniment. The band room will be devoid of noise when the band leaves for their Florida trip. And for today's lunch, potato and cheese pierogies, peas, pineapple tidbits, and choice of milk. And for Monday's breakfast, French toast sticks with syrup, whole grain cereal with toast, assorted bagels, chilled juice or fruit, and choice of milk. That's all the news we have for you today.
Good luck to our Big Red Band as they travel to Disney.
Tune back in on Monday to MC Live at 7:35.
Have a great day, MCA.